Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Vapid Imperator in Grand Theft Auto Online. I have never customized this car before. I was requested to do this, so I decided let's do it today. Let's hop right into the car and see what we can do. Alright guys, so starting off with the brakes, we're going to go all the way up on that, of course. For the boost, we can add boost to this thing, which of course I believe that'll actually launch the car up in the air. So we're not actually going to add the boost to the car because I am not planning on taking this thing into the arena war. I'm pretty sure it works in free mode as well, but I just don't really have any plans of using it in free mode, so I'm just not going to do it. For the bodywork, we got a lot of things we can do. We can do decorations, whole lot of pull, getting medieval, it's stick up, boom on a spear, village justice, wasteland peacock, or shish kebabbed. Okay. Oh my god. That's a bit intense. I'm not going to really put any of these things on it. I'm sort of thinking we're going to go for like a clean build, so I'm not really sure that, yeah, no, the spikes are not, I wouldn't consider that to be part of the clean build, so we're not going to do that. Blades, we can, not quite clean. Armor plating though, oh yeah, no, unfortunately not quite clean. For the roll cage, yeah, no, not really clean either, so I think we're just going to leave that off. For the engine, we are going to upgrade that all the way. For the exhaust, we can add chrome exhausts, dual oval, blast pipes, Shakatan exhaust, junk pipes, okay, or Megazorst. You know, I kind of like the oval exhaust. Let's go for that one. For the grill, we can do a spiked deflector, Ride 'em Cowboy, or a Cannibal Totem. And not really clean. Just gonna leave it alone, I think. Could add a bug catcher to the hood if we wanted to. A triple intake, a single intake, high-rise ram pipes, improvised bug catcher, high triple bug catcher, high single, or a high improvised bug catcher. We're just gonna leave the hood alone, I think. I think I got an idea of what we're gonna do for the hood. Now, of course, with the arena war cars, or with any car that you bring into the arena workshop, you can actually change the lights to whatever color you want. So I think we are going to go for red lights for this car. They do cost a lot of money, $53,000, but you know what? I think it's worth it. So we're going to actually remove the livery for right now. We could, of course, add the Bayou Beater, the Junkyard Hull, or the Hunka Junk, but we're just going to remove it altogether. We can name the vehicle? Alright. What should we name it, boys? HarmNone's... Let's just go HarmNone's Whip. Why not? Okay. Next up, we got the plate. We're going to go yellow and black, of course. For the respray, I don't know what color to go for here, actually. Ooh, this... Why does this car actually look like really good, man? This thing actually looks clean. It looks pretty good in silver. I feel like it'll look good in like a bright color, like maybe like an orange or a yellow. Bright orange actually looks pretty fantastic, to be honest. Let's see. Ooh, yellow's looking nice too. Let's go for bright orange. I typically don't go for orange cars, but I think with this thing we're going to. The secondary there, let's actually make that black. I feel like it looks good in black. It breaks up the color a little bit. Kind of cool. Okay, next up, we got the suspension. We can lower this thing all the way down if we want to. Transmission, we can go all the way up, of course, and the turbo as well. Vertical jump. So this is obviously to make your car jump high up in the air. So I guess the other ones were speed boosts, and this is a jump boost, obviously. Again, we're not really going to be doing much jumping with this thing, so I think I'm just going to leave it off. Now for the wheels, I want to go for some muscle rims, I want to say. Whoa, that color is not right. That is not going to stay. Oh my. Okay. The drag SPL looks pretty good. Let's actually check out the new track rims and see if there's anything in here that's going to work well for this car. I think these are all too low profile though, to be honest. These tires are, yeah, they're too low profile for a muscle car like this. What about in street? Let's see. Is there anything in here that would do nicely? Almost feel like Like the Kraka Custom is looking pretty good. Let's go for that one. Let's obviously change the wheel color, I think, to black. Black looks pretty good. Bulletproof tires, of course. Could add a tire design. Not really feeling it, though, to be honest. So let's just leave that off. Next up, we got the windows. Let's tint those all the way out, of course. Alright, now, I do believe... Okay, yeah, there is a way to get rid of the ram bar on it. So we can go for none. We can go for reinforced scoop, a large scoop, or a mega blade. That is absolutely insane. Okay, we're gonna go for none because it's a clean build. So I think that looks pretty good. We could mount some 50 cal machine guns to the front of it if we want to, or a proximity mine dropper, kinetic one, a spike one, EMP, slick, or a sticky one. Fun. Secondary. Oh, a rear kinetic mortar. Oh well. That's pretty clean, I won't lie. But I just don't think it's gonna fit well with what our car is meant to do here. Overall, I really actually like the look of this car. I think it looks fantastic. I'm just wondering about the color though. I'm wondering if maybe a blue is a little more appropriate. I almost like the look of Saxon blue on this thing, or like diamond blue. I feel like the orange is the orange works, don't get me wrong. It actually looks pretty good, I think, but there are a couple other colors that definitely stick out. Like Saxon blue, for some reason, it's just like popping to me right now. I think we're gonna change it to Saxon blue, boys, to be honest. I think that looks fantastic. It does have the red lights. You know what, we might actually change the light color, maybe to like electric blue. It's not that different from Xenon though. Is it? Blue lights. We could just go blue. Let's just go blue. Why not? Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's take this thing outside of the arena, and we're going to do a little test drive and a review of it. Of course, it wouldn't be a HarmNone car review and test if I didn't check out the exhaust sound, so let's actually see what that sounds like. Not gonna lie, I feel like the car definitely could sound a little bit better, but it doesn't sound bad to me, to be honest. So, off the line, it is a muscle car, so of course, it's gonna have a lot of wheel spin, and it's probably not gonna handle the best. However, we don't know yet, so we're gonna actually find out about that real quick. So far, honestly, the car feels pretty good. It definitely feels very fast, and of course you can equip a speed boost to this thing, so if you do end up buying one of these, if you do equip it with a speed boost, I'm sure that this thing can get going pretty darn quick. I would have to imagine. So oh boy, okay, honestly, like the car, I mean, I haven't taken it through a twisty section of road yet, but just judging from like dodging traffic and stuff like that, it definitely doesn't feel like a muscle car, really. It doesn't feel that bad, at least yet. We're gonna see about the handling in a second here when we actually get up the hill. So far, so good though. The car does feel very like controllable, even when it's in midair and everything. Like some cars, you know, you'll try to control them when they're in midair or whatever, and they still just will not, I don't know, respond to you very well, I guess. But this thing does feel pretty controllable, actually. So we're approaching the twisty section of the road here, guys. Let's actually see how this thing does. Okay, so it drifts a little bit on the turn in, not too badly though. It's definitely not the worst muscle car I've ever driven as far as handling goes. There's definitely cars that are worse. It drifts like a little bit, but it's not bad. Like, it's not annoying, really. Because, you know, you're completely expecting it, obviously. You know, it's a muscle car. We're always expecting, you know, a muscle car, at least I am, to drift out on a corner, especially when you're going, you know, flat out, full throttle on it. You always expect a muscle car to drift around a corner. But this thing, it's like extra apparent like how much it's going to drift out. And obviously, like I said, I've never driven this car before. I've never even seen one of these before, I don't think. But it feels very manageable. Like, it feels like you can detect when the back end is gonna slide out on you, and you can correct it extremely easily. So really no complaints about the handling. Could it handle, you know, a little bit better? Could it have a bit more grip? Yes, of course it could, but it's not bad. It's really not bad. I actually really like this car. I'm really glad that Mike requested me to actually customize this thing, because I am very impressed. This is a very, very nice car. So thank you, Mike, for requesting this thing. I hope that you like the build that I've done on it. I actually am very happy with the build on this thing. I love this car, actually. I'm having a great time with this. Definitely not gonna be selling this car. I feel like if you went to a car meet in this thing, nobody would know what you're even in, because it's so like normal looking, but also obviously it's a car that I don't think anyone has really seen, especially looking normal. Like I said, this is the first time I've driven this thing, and I've been playing since 2013, since the game came out, and obviously, you know, Arena War came out a couple of years ago. I swear I've never seen this car before, like, especially not a clean version. I'm sure I've probably seen like an Arena War version, but this thing is actually pretty nice. So I'd say, you know, I recommend this thing, guys. It is on the very, very expensive side, and some of the customization for it as well is also extremely expensive. So do, you know, be wary of that. This car does cost, I want to say, $2.3 million just to buy it. So definitely very steep. There's definitely some cars you could get that are, you know, better performers than this thing. But if you want a really rare car to pull up to car meets in, I would have to say I recommend this thing. It's definitely a car that I have not seen very much of, if at all, in Grand Theft Auto Online. And you know, the performance isn't too bad either. It's pretty quick, handles decently well for an old muscle car. Really no complaints about the thing at all. Anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it for the customization and the review today. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, leave a like. Comment down below if you want me to customize any other cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm always looking for video ideas like that. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.